I'll tell you what, anytime I come to St. Lucia, I've got to definitely listen to RFI. They got it going on, mate.
Stacy and Nana, you're my favorite one, Nana. I go do anything for you, you don't understand, Nana. Baby, take my hand, Nana. Let's romance, Nana. I go show you off to the world, my beautiful mama. My baby, oh, my baby, oh. Want you to be my nana. I make it tie around my head like bandana. My baby, oh, my baby, oh. Want you to be my nana. I make it tie around my head like bandana. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, oh, oh, ah. You chase away my sadness with your smiley, oh, oh, ah. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, oh, oh, ah. Hey, you chase away my darkness with your smiley, oh. Hey, my baby, yeah, nana. Let's take this, nana. I go cherish you to the end of my existence, nana. You play copan, nana. You're the number one, nana. More precious than diamond and pearls, so I had to make you my girl. My baby, oh, my baby, oh. Want you to be my nana. I make it tie around my head like bandana. My baby, oh, my baby, oh. Want you to be my nana. I make it tie around my head like bandana. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, oh, oh, ah. You chase away my sadness with your smiley, oh, oh, ah. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, oh, oh, ah. You chase away my darkness with your smiley, oh.
Yeah, man, let's get him online. BENJE.
My baby, oh. Want you to be my nana. I make it tie around my head like banana. My baby, oh. My baby, oh. Want you to be my nana. I make it tie around my head like banana.
DJ LT.
Yeah, yeah. When it's me, BENJE. The girl them, Safi the girl them now. Sway. Let's go.
Yo.
Blessings and love, man.
Yes, blessings, BENJE.
Blessings, man. Good day, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is, you know.
Yeah, good afternoon to you. I know you're in the Bahamas right now, so it's afternoon time by you. It's evening time in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, how is
in the UK?
Well, it's 8:40 p.m.
Okay. All right.
So I'm assuming it's 3:40 in the Bahamas.
Yes, correct.
Right. And how is the Bahamas today, BENJE?
The Bahamas is extremely hot, bro. It's extremely hot. The sun is killing.
Right. And if I'm right, today is Bahamas Day or something like this?
Bahamas Independence, yeah, today's, yeah.
Right.
48th Independence.
Yes, and what type of activities is taking place today in the Bahamas?
Well, it's a lot, you know, I mean, a lot of people on the water boats, you know, it's still social distancing and only fully vaccinated people can be indoors. So it's more outdoor events. Until 10 o'clock, people are going to be, you know, the little clubs, the little sports, the little local places, Bahamian music playing some places, some live bands some places.
Yeah. Okay, so no major event today because of COVID and restrictions and stuff like that.
No. Yeah, no major event.
Yes. Yeah, man. Once again, it's a pleasure having you on RFI Radio, BENJE.
It's a blessing, man. It's been a long time coming, you know?
Yeah, it's a long-awaited interview, I must say.
Yeah.
Yeah, also you're a good friend of RFI Radio as well, which is good.
Yeah, definitely, man. Respect
Yes,
RFI.
yes,
You know,
yes.
I go down, you know, we represent one another, you know, we do it for one another.
Yeah. I must say, I must admire your works, BENJE.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that 100%, bro. Trust me, you know?
You're doing
I
great.
appreciate that.
Yeah, you're doing great things.
Yeah, man, always try to get it better. Always try to, you know, not be
Yes.
complacent in my understanding, you know?
Yes. Yeah, once again, it's a pleasure having you here, BENJE. You live right now. You live right now around the world. Everybody listening.
Yeah, man. Bless up St. Lucia. Bless up Joshua. Bless up UK.
Yeah,
Bless up Bahamas, you know?
Yeah, son of the soil. Silver City.
Yes. You don't know.
Yes. Yeah, man. So tell us, so you were born in in Soufriere, St. Lucia, right? If I have
Yeah, I was
things
born in
correct.
Soufriere.
Yeah.
Born in Soufriere, St. Lucia.
Yeah. And tell us a little bit about growing up in Sulphur City, Soufriere. What was like what's your youthful day like?
My youth was I was always into the music thing. My mom left when I was in infant school, so from stage 3, I've been always going to the Bahamas in the summer. I would
Right.
do the full 2 months because she left me when I was like 5.
Uh-huh.
But but growing up in St. Lucia, I always was in the music business. I always loved the music. My dad was always in the music and the food business, so
Yes, yes.
he used to always play music and stuff in the house and always do his thing. So
Yeah.
I got that in me, and growing up, we had that band Feature Lights in St. Lucia.
Yeah.
So fresh.
We're gonna we'll get into this. But before the music in your house, as a teenager growing up in the town, what type of things you used to do?
Um, well, I went to school up to Form 1 in St. Lucia, and then I left. I came to the Bahamas. I continued school in the Bahamas.
Yes.
Um,
Which school you went to in Soufriere, Sulphur City?
I went to Soufriere Boys Primary School, then I went to Soufriere Comprehensive.
Yes.
I did Form 1, and then I left in the end, and I started back in the Bahamas. But in St. Lucia, in them times I was, just more on the school vibe, and always just around music. Nothing really, not.
Right. Saying. Yeah, man. I must say I applaud you for your music.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate that, bro.
Because Benji, every time I play a song, right, on the radio, and I mention Benji from Sulphur City, Soufriere, and I get inundated with texts and calls saying, "Who is this young man?" Yeah, it's true, and everybody wants to know, well, who is your family? Can you tell us who your family is in Soufriere, so that people have a rough idea who you are?
Definitely. Well, my dad's side is the Caesar family, Basil Caesar. And my mom's side is the Alexanders. Miss Rose Alexander, who lives by the hospital.
Yes,
Auntie
yes.
Ferry,
Oh, yes,
Auntie
yes,
Ferry,
yes.
my auntie that passed, and
Oh, yes.
Auntie Christina passed as well from by the riverside.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that's my family, the Alexanders. They grew up in the Sulphur Spring, my mom and them. But
Yes.
I grew up in town.
Yes, and just to get the record straight, Jabbard is your dad as well. Most people know
Yeah,
your dad as Jabbard.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jabbers, yeah, chef from Manchester.
Yes. Well, people, here you have it. Yeah, every time I mention Benji from Soufriere, everybody asking me, who is this guy? Who is his family? Who is this dad? And I'm like, okay, I'll get him on the show. And then you could tell them who you are, Here we are today.
Yeah, man, great. I appreciate that 100, bro.
And also, I've got Lisa in Queens on the line. She said to big up Benji for me.
Yeah, bless up, Lisa, man. Respect, 100.
Yeah.
New York.
And you were born Benjamin Alexander. Why Benji? Why you give yourself Benji? Why you call the name Benji?
A young boy. People call me Benji, Benjo. And me trying to think of a name. I didn't want to put like no Mad Fox or no Sky Fox or no.
Yes. Something
Mango
simple.
Tree. Yeah, I just do my name. I put Benji. I just spell it differently with an E instead
Yes.
of an I.
Right.
Just so they always could be on point with me
Yes.
and stuff. So I didn't want to stray away from. I just say, let's keep it real, man.
Yes, yes. So that name just stick with you up to today. As your
Up to
artist
today.
name.
Yeah,
Yes.
as my artist name. Well, my artist name was never really Benji. I really established that name when I came to the Bahamas, starting off in 2015. Before I was just still like Benjamin Alexander. It wasn't Benji because I was on the drums with Matrix and stuff.
So you never had a stage name before you went to the Bahamas?
No,
Before
I never had a stage name before. St. Lucia was never Benji. Benji
Right.
was people call me Benji, but it wasn't Benji the artist.
Right.
It's
So right
Benji
now,
because
now it's established. The artist name is Benji.
it's established
Right.
Benji. That's how they know.
Yes.
That's how people.
Yes. And tell us how your musical career started, Benji.
As I said, my dad
Yes.
was actually in the music, always singing and chatting. He was close friend. He is close friends with are
Valerie, you say?
Valerie.
Yes.
They go to the back, and
Yes.
it's one thing being a parent and being a kid. You always get your parents' blood, and then you have your own blood being a individual. So you would always get your mom and your dad traits, and then you would develop your own in
Yes,
the
indeed.
world. So I got the music from my dad, you know. And then as a kid, I would always be playing drums. When I go to school, I'd always be knocking, tapping the desk and stuff. I was
Yes.
always hitting. Yeah, I went to the Bahamas. I was doing the same thing, always beating on the walls, and yeah. So like I was always doing that, and that's how it really happened for me. And I was
Did you
always
get
in
in?
love. I was always
Did you
in
get
love
in
with the
trouble
music.
while doing this?
Yeah, I get in plenty trouble for doing that. In St. Lucia and stuff.
Disturbing the whole class. Eh?
Yeah, disturbing the class, and in the Bahamas, I used to do it in the blocks and stuff,
Yes.
where the guys used to be. You know what I mean? Certain young
Yes.
gangbangers used to be there, but I was just beaten because it was that you could hear that loud bass and stuff. You know?
Yes.
So I was just, yeah, and that's how people just, you know what I mean?
So apart
Then I
from
drum-
so apart from the vocalist, you are a drummer. In other words.
Yeah, I'm a drummer. I'm a drummer.
Right.
Drummer first, you know?
Yes.
Drum is my first love, but I always love singing. But then being in the band and the passion I had for the drums, and trying the passion I have for my community, trying to raise the standard, because everybody's saying you're from the country and it's supposed to be only city people can do things.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I had extra drive to show them, well, nah, you could be from anywhere, from the mentality and the
Yes.
mindset, you can do it.
So true.
So that was my vibe. So being on the drums, where people would tell me, you sing this song so good, you need to be in the front. You sound like you sound like Marshall, you sound like BENJE, you sound like Morgan, you sound like Jackie, or you sound like Pressure. You need to be in the front. But then again, I was never a selfish person, because if I went in the front, I would be able to handle the drums the way I did. I didn't really see no one to handle the drums and be able to understand when somebody pays for an event, it's not a time for a game.
Yes.
So I stayed on the drums and sing. Then I brought in after Rafik and them left, when I took over the band.
Yeah. Just for our listeners, which band are you talking about?
The Matrix band.
Matrix band. Okay.
Yeah.
So how did
So
that band? How did that band started? You was on the drums.
So that
And-
band actually started.
Yes.
I came from the Bahamas in 2020, 201.
Yes.
201. Yeah, 201. I came back from the Bahamas, and I went to see my aunt. It was Auntie Glenda. She lived on
Oh yes. I
the
know that.
the road with the hydro, where the hydro is.
Yes. Yes.
So whilst I was in the house that same day, I heard music coming from the house across.
Yes.
So I was like, Auntie Glenda, what's this going on there? She was like, it's a band over there. It's Gregor and them with a band. I said, what band? She said the band name was Heritage. Gregor. Gregor used to work in the factory.
Yeah.
Serena's brother.
Yes. Yes.
So I went over. I didn't even know them. I just go and knock on the door.
Yeah.
So once I knock on the door, they let me in. I tell them I heard the music. I just come to listen to what's going on. I just came down. They had a drummer, right? But I used to love the drums. So whenever I go there, I would just watch them play. So from that day, I asked him when they have practice. So whenever they had practice, I would always be there, be the first one there, the last one to leave.
Wow. Yeah.
And then then I did some more schooling in St. Lucia. I went to care for like 2 years to learn some electrical stuff.
Mhm.
And then I would always go to school with a headphone in my ear. You understand? With the earplugs, right? I would go for earplugs, and I would iron my shirt with starch, with cornstarch, so it could be stiff, because that's how we used to dress in the Bahamas. Your clothes stiff up. So I would, bring it up. The part you fold, I would bring it up to cover my ears.
Right. Right.
All that time I would be listening to the songs. I had a particular CD with some Lucian soca's at the time that came out.
Yeah.
So I had that, and then I had the two pencils, and I would just practice what I hear, because I never played no drums like that. I do my own thing.
Yes.
So I would use the pencils and use my foot and just watch the teachers and them talking and stuff. I practiced it in the class. But I was always on. So whenever they asked me a question, I was always on it.
Wow.
You understand? So I always be focused. So when they ask me a question or try and say something, I'd listen to them and listen to the music.
Yeah.
So while they talk, I just tapping, learning to do the songs. And then when I go to the band room in the night, I tell them, yo, I know how to play the song.
Wow. You're very
You
determined.
understand? Yeah. And then I would just play it on the drums, and then I just start building it like that.
Yeah.
But they always had drummers, but the drummers apparently was always too busy for practice. They always had to leave. They always couldn't make it, or they was in multiple stuff. Was playing steel pan. I was doing stuff. So when sometimes they need to be the steel pan, they can't be with Heritage, with Greg and them.
Yes.
So it was one New Year's where I came to the band room. Well, I was practicing in the band room, and that song came out by Junior Kelly. Why you took my sunshine?
Yes.
That song and Boom Draw.
Boom Draw.
So
Yes.
then, Rafik asked me to write the song for him. So in my mind, I know, like, it's not easy to write a song for somebody to just sing the song off a paper. You need to know the phrasing. You need to know where the guy's stopping. So I end up writing the song. Then I memorized the song. So I had to end up singing the songs. So then they had a gig, Christmas at Hummingbird, and then the drummer was with them, but the drummer had to go because the steel pan come and pick him up.
Oh no.
So they had no drummer.
Wow.
Right? And they had Bird. So Bezo is Gregor's brother. He owns he and his wife own Crystal
Yes.
up on the hill
Yes.
in Colabet. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So he wasn't. So Gregor knew he could have played drums. So Gregor asked him to go on the drums. He tell Gregor, no, you're not going. Send me. That time he didn't even know I could drum.
Wow.
So like Gregor telling me, like Gregor was getting upset because that's his brother. Like, yo, go on the drum, bro. And
Yeah.
Like, and he was like, no, I'm not going. Send Ben. I was like, what's that? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it was a really crazy thing, So Gregor was like, go on the drums, and he was like, yo, just for the reggae, do this, and for the soca, just do that. And that's when I started playing drums.
Wow.
I started playing drums in a hotel event.
It's amazing.
Yeah, because the drummer left, and that's how I started
playing drum.
with
So
them. I
from
ran the
Heritage, what happened after this?
So from Heritage, like after a year or two in Heritage, we renamed the band and we formed Matrix, with Rafik, Mike Sherman, Gregor. We formed our own band, Ubaldas, because all of them was already to school together. I was the youngest one. So we decided to form a band, Matrix, because they already had a band named Matrix 3 from school.
Yeah.
Because of the maths and whatever. So
yeah,
they wanted the name, and then we launched the name, and then we started fresh as Matrix Band.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, I was the drummer for Matrix Band, and the sampler man.
Yeah.
And from there, we just kept getting better.
Yes. And do you remember your first gig with Matrix? Where did you guys play?
Well, our first gig was at, was at the Big Yard. That's where we did our first gigs. Ricky had that Big Yard downtown.
Yes.
That's where we did a lot of our gigs, to build our fan base and get the fans to know. We do all our gigs in the Big Yard. We launch in the Big Yard,
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we really started in the Big Yard.
Yes.
From zero to hero, and then,
right. So after the Big Yard, you guys get any other gigs outside Soufriere?
Well, from doing the Big Yard and we start getting popular in the Big Yard, we start doing stuff in Fonse Jacques and, we start doing other little stuff. In the hotels, we did a few gigs in the hotels because we already did certain hotel gigs with Heritage,
Yes.
So from Matrix Band, we start doing other hotel gigs like Ladera and Chasney. We start doing them. Then Jalousie sometime after, in different periods,
Yeah.
We start doing shows in Suazel. We start moving up, start doing stuff in Vieux-Fort. Then we start just taking over the island.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
So were you the band leader at the time?
At the time, I wasn't the band leader. Rafik was the band leader, but I was the one like really, pushing like all the dynamics to get the songs done properly. And,
yes.
You know what I mean? To get the songs mixed, because I was always the ones, would find the songs and get them sample and get parts where I could sample part of them so the band could have sung like international, like the foreign bands.
Yeah.
I used to have to get like the red and yellow cables or red and white cable where I used to connect to the CD players.
Mm-hmm.
I would have, when I got, and then the other end was the headphone end. Apparently, one day I connected one of them and it was a bad jack. So I was trying to connect it to her music to run, to do something.
Yeah.
And when I connect it, the jack had a problem. So I ended up hearing one side of the jack playing. So then I heard like some of the drums came off and like you could have heard like samples like. So I was like, what? So then I found a way to record the broken jack sound, right?
Yeah.
So once the song was like, the track was like a big track, mixed and mastered properly, like a Marshall song or an American song, you could have actually heard the difference. If it's a song where live band and it's mixed properly, you could have still heard the licks from the drums and stuff. So I would sample and get the best versions of the song, and then put the broken jack on it, get some of the parts, sample it in my MPC, and then add parts to it. I would add percussions and stuff to it to make it sound real, to make it sound extra real, and then the band would play on top of that. So then that's when they thought the band was a foreign band. I was the one doing that. Because I would have somebody little keyboard parts and some background parts where make the band sound full.
Yes,
you understand?
yes.
So while the keyboard player play, you could still hear something. He could do something else. The guitarist would play. You could hear something else.
Yeah.
So the band was always sounding full. That's why they thought the guys from Soufriere was a foreign band, as opposed to being the bookies. That's what they used to call people from the country.
Right.
So we changed that whole talk around. You know.
Insane. Now tell me, Benji, what's your biggest memory with the Matrix?
Oh man, we did a lot of stuff, man.
Something you will never forget. Something you say, but I will never forget that day or that evening or the afternoon, wherever. What would you say was your biggest fun memory with the Matrix?
It's a lot of big things. I mean, the first time Marshall came to St. Lucia, we opened up. We back up a lot of the major artists. First in St. Lucia, being from Soufriere, we did the ICC World Cup cricket in St. Lucia for the first time. Going to New York was a different experience with the band working so hard and representing St. Lucia in the States. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff I could never forget,
Yeah. But they should have one that's very close to you. Very special.
Labor Day in New York was a big one, being on the road, actually playing Labor Day on the road, on the Parkway.
Yeah.
It was a great experience, man, Yeah, that was one of them.
Right. Now, as you and I know, you are producer as well, / artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you say is your biggest music product you ever put out there?
Well, one of my biggest productions still is Lay Bam Bam, and because it's still like a #1 song in the Bahamas, and that song was released from 2015.
2015.
And it's still a big song in the Bahamas. So that's what they call it.
So you say it's one of your biggest production, Lay Bam Bam?
Well, I wouldn't say that's one of my biggest productions. I mean, that's one of my biggest songs. But one of my biggest productions would be one of my latest productions. Whirlpool Rhythm. For me, you see, I never really know which is the biggest because I always try to make them better and better each time.
Yeah.
So I would just go by what the people would say that would be my biggest song, which would be Lay Bam Bam, my biggest production, where I produced that song, and that song I represented the Bahamas in China, in Beijing, singing that song.
Wow.
Yeah, and
that's news. That's news to me as well, right?
Yeah, they didn't even have no representatives from St. Lucia. That's where I got close with Rupi. That's where I got close with Barry Hype. That's where I got close with Mr. Killer, and a lot of the artists, Everton Blender, because I was representing the Bahamas along with the band.
Yes.
Sing Lay Bam Bam.
Right. As we on that topic there, let's feature that song, which make it cause I see waves in the Bahamas. Okay.
Yes. No problem. Yes.
Hey.
The voice of the one Benji out of St. Lucia.
Hey.
Residing in the Bahamas right now. He's live on RFI Radio 102.1 FM.
It's the rhythm, I can't refuse it. Lay bam bam, lay bam bam, lay bam bam, lay rhythm in me head. Every time me touch the bed, lay bam bam, lay bam badam, lay bam bam, lay bam badam. There's a rhythm in me soul, so I got to play the role. Lay bam bam, lay bam badam, lay bam bam. It's a rhythm inside that makes me wanna fly. Every time I hear that soca beat, my heart start pumping, pumping. Mr. DJ, pull it to up one more time. I can't stop, cause I hearing it again. Lay bam bam, lay bam badam, lay bam bam, lay bam badam, lay bam bam. It's the rhythm I can't refuse it. Lay bam bam, lay bam badam, lay bam bam, lay bam badam, lay bam bam.
Once again, voice of the one, Benji, is live right now, 10:21 RFI Radio. Yeah, big tune, Benji, making waves in the Bahamas.
Yeah, man, blessings, man.
Yes. So you wrote that song and you produced it yourself as well.
Yeah, I wrote and produced it. Most of my songs I wrote and produced it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing. How long it took you to produce this track, Benji?
I actually produced that track in no time, I did that song quickly. I just produced the beat. I was actually pissed off that day. I was upset. I was in the Bahamas and disappointed with some people, and I was like, let me try. I was fighting against myself not to be negative and cause chaos. Yeah. And so then that's how Le Bam Bam came out. I was like vexed, and I went to one of my friends and tell him, boy, I go do this and do that, and and then he ended up calming me down and play some music, and I just end up building Le Bam Bam right there.
Wow. But you said about you build this in no time, very quick. How long it took you? A week? A month?
No, man, it's like on the spot, like I started building the beat, I started the drums, I started putting the parts,
in one day?
Like one day. One in the night, I did the beat in the night. When I went home, when I left the place, I went home. I had all that energy and I just built the beat. Then the next day I played the beat for my guy, and my guy was like, "Wow, this is good. When this come out, this is gonna be big for you." And he didn't even I didn't even really study him like that, But then he was correct. And then I had the beat, so then we got a job to paint a building.
Yeah.
So whilst we was painting the building that night, the next day I have to go paint the building. So I took a voice note of the track just so I could hear it whilst I working, just to be,
Yes.
And then whilst painting the house, I started lay bam bam, lay bam badam, lay bam bam, and the guy was like, "Yo, that's it. Don't change it. If you change it, I'll get mad at you."
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, "What you talking about, bro? I just messing around." He was like, "Yo, that's it. This it." You understand? And
yes.
I kept the lay bam bam, and when I went home, I started working on the words like that, because I didn't write this song. It's just more memorize it in my head, like I do it in my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All my songs. I don't have none of my songs written down. I just memorize it in my head and just do it like that.
Wow. Because I remember when that song came out, I think you must have sent this to me. I was like, wow, who is this Benji guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This was a big song. It's still a big song in the Bahamas. The Bahamas have like 27 islands where 700 keys on islands, but 27. I hit most of them already, performing multiple times on these islands. And I still doing it, because of this song.
So you like, bam, bam, so you like, you like some should I say a celebrity in the Bahamas?
Well, yeah, that's how it is. That's what you say that.
Yeah. So if I
go, I'm nice and calm, but that's how the people are.
So if I go to the Bahamas and I say, "Do you know Benji?" They must say yes, isn't it?
Yeah, from you mention the song, from you mention Le Bam Bam, they gonna know me like that.
Yes.
You pull up by the bars, you pull up, they'll know.
Yes. But do you get harassed on the streets? Hey, Benji, this is the guy, and they take a selfie.
I don't hit the streets like that. I don't really go out like that. My places is more studio radio and certain people I deal with, and certain spots where I go, they know me well,
Yes.
But a lot of people know the song, but they don't know the face. A lot of people know the face, but they don't know I do the music. So I would be in a spot, I would go in a bar and patronize a bar and be in a spot, and then after a while, the people would be like, "That's Benji." You would be like, you see somebody whisper the bar owner would be like, "That's Benji."
Yeah, but how do you promote yourself? I mean,
Well, I do
you
everything.
said most people don't know your face; they just know the music. But how do you promote yourself?
Well, the way I do it is I push myself. I do mostly everything on my own
Yes,
because you can't wait for nobody because people don't never believe in people, especially from zero. So
yes,
I just do research. I push myself. I use the social medias. I go on the ground. I go and push the music.
yes,
You know, I patronize the bars and stuff, and then I do the music.
yeah,
Once I buy drinks and stuff, I'll tell them what to play, what my song is to find it and stuff.
yes.
So
But
like that.
do you have a
I just
do you have a manager
no, I have no manager. I do everything on my own.
on your own?
It's just that I never, being in the music game like that. I never came across the people that, you know, where I see that can do it. You know what I mean?
But do
I
you,
could,
do
I
you
could
think
just,
is
I could just, I could just put a post on Facebook and be like, yeah, I want a manager. Then I could get a million managers. But
yeah,
then, it's not about that. I need somebody
yes,
that
yes.
that
But
know what to do, that could get out. Not, I don't need a manager where need me to tell them what to do or need to tell
yes,
them
yes, that's true.
my connection. I need a manager to tell me, yo, I'm gonna go to London and try and get you a Notting Hill. I'm gonna go
Yes,
to
yes,
Caravan and try and get you. You understand? I
yes,
trying to get you on this. I don't want a manager telling me, okay, if this one trying to book you, give them my number.
yes,
You
yes,
understand?
yes, yes.
You know?
But
So I never,
do you think it's wise to have a manager?
I mean, definitely, you can't do everything alone. You need a team. You need a
Yes,
proper team of people. But you can do as much as you can, as much as you can. You
yes,
understand?
yes,
As I keep doing until I get the right people around me. I'm not gonna be
yes,
like I do have a manager. I'm gonna wait for a manager when I could do the research and take my time and do my thing properly. You know what I mean?
yes, yes. But are
You're
you?
not gonna be as solid as a team, but I got very far on my own.
Yes. But
At the end of the day.
are you looking for one right now?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm looking for a manager, but I mean, if somebody comes to me and have the skills and a manager that want to be good and can get me out there more than I already am, you know what I mean? And I wouldn't have a problem with that. But I don't need nobody where
Yes.
trying to depend what money I'm making so they can get a cut, and when I travel and they want to travel too, and they don't do nothing, you know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
So that's what happens,
Yeah. Well, good
Hold
luck.
on, I wrong some people.
Yeah,
People.
yeah,
Let me
yeah,
get
yeah. We understand that. Yes, yes.
yeah.
Well,
So, yeah.
I wish you good luck if you find a good manager, Benji.
Yeah, definitely. I will get that in right time.
Yeah.
As I say, I establish in the team where I got different people around who does different stuff.
Yeah.
I looking for the right people.
Yes.
I don't want no hurry come up. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
Or no, some a manager to just come and just, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Now, Benji,
I'm not
now
interested in-
let's talk about a big track of yours, called Stacy Ann. One of my favorite
Yeah.
tracks. I must say, one of my favorite tracks from you.
I appreciate that.
Every time I
Appreciate
play the
that.
song on the radio, everybody seems to love it. So
Yes.
let's play the track first, and then we'll talk about it. Okay?
All right.
All
Much
right.
love.
Cool.
Yeah.
When it's sweet,
They didn't know that, so, they talked about it.
Stuff
I
it,
don't
girl,
understand
them now.
really.
Sweet. Let's go. Stacy and Nana, you're my favorite one, Nana. I go do anything for you, you don't understand, Nana. Baby, take my hand, Nana. Let's promise, Nana. I go show you off to the world, my beautiful mama. My baby, yo, my baby, yo. Want you to be my nana. I make it tie around my head like banana. My baby, yo,
102.1 FM, things
my
turn up,
baby,
turn up,
yo.
turn up.
Want you to be my nana. I make it tie around my head like banana. Come on, baby, yo. You chase away my sadness with your smiley, yo. Come on, baby, yo. You chase away my darkness with your smiley, oh. Hey, my baby, yeah, nana. Let's take this, nana. I go cherish you to the end of my existence.
102.1 FM, things turn up, turn up, turn up.
You're the number one, nana. More precious than diamond and pearls. So I had to make you my girl. My baby, oh. Want you to be my nana. I got it here on my head like banana. My baby, oh. My baby, oh.
Yes, Benji. Stacey Ann.
Yeah, man, bless.
This is a big, big song. I could play song.
Yeah.
I could play song every day on the radio. To be honest with you.
Oh man, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Honestly, I could play this every day. Yeah. So tell us a little bit more about this track, Benji. Stacey Ann.
No, Stacey Ann, it was through the COVID
Yeah.
pandemic. But I was getting ready for Bahamas Carnival 2020. Right?
Yes.
I had 2 tracks released already, and I had some more tracks coming.
Mm-hmm.
And then the COVID hit, so that shut down everything.
Yes.
And we've been down for a long while. And the tracks that I had was Power Soca, which is Problems Over, what I just released a couple of days ago.
Yes.
And I was like, pandemic, people was down, lose their jobs, lose their family, lost everything. So it wasn't a time for soca. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I was like, I need to release something, because even if I was in the Bahamas and I was down myself, I was like, I ain't gonna let that prevent me from doing music. You know?
Yes.
So no matter, it was hard like hell, but I still end up managing to just produce the beat and just get it out.
Wow.
And then when I produced the beat, I sent it to Amsterdam to get mixed and mastered by Rhythm and Vibes. That's the guys who did Rock and Come In.
Okay. Yes.
I got it mixed and mastered by them. And when they sent me the mastered track, I was like, something is missing. You know what I mean? Like everyone around me was like, wow, this is good, this is crazy, this is great. And I was like, it's missing something, And then I made a call to St. Lucia, and then I reached out to Dwight Florent. He's the guitarist for Morgan Heritage.
Okay.
And then I was like, hey, I want you to put some guitars. What's the price? And then he gave me the price. I sent the money for him that same night.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That same night I sent the track and the money. And I got the track back like the following day or a day after, with the guitar parts. And I was like, wow, that's what was missing,
Wow.
Because people around me was like, the song is full. What can you put in the song again? It's already good. I was like, no, it's missing something.
Yes.
When I put the guitars, that was it. So I placed the guitars where I wanted. And then, I sent it back to Amsterdam to get mixed and mastered again.
Mm-hmm.
And then I released the song,
Wow.
Yeah.
So amazing. Well done.
Yeah, man. Thanks, man.
Yeah. So tell us, how big is that tune on Spotify right now? How well is it doing?
Well, this track is the track that had the most views on Spotify right now. This is my biggest track. This track actually made it to
I expect that.
a hotel playlist. Is gonna be it's playing like in over 100 hotels in the UK,
Wow.
USA, Japan, and St. Lucia. Hotel Chocola.
Whoa.
Hotel Chocola has
Yes.
is a chain all over.
Yes. Hotel Chocolate. Yes.
They have two major producers what put their playlist together. So Hotel Chocola actually has a playlist on Spotify.
Okay.
That playlist is what plays in all the hotels, all the stores, all the restaurants.
Okay. And
So
your song is featured in the playlist. Stacey.
Yeah, I'm the only Caribbean person on there.
Wow.
Yeah, but every other song is like, European and stuff like. And I think I might be the smallest artist on there as well.
Wow.
Because like when I check the streams for the other artists, like 10 million, 1 billion. And so Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So I you know what I mean? So then, so it made it to that recently. But the thing is, my music was already up. I was I was distributing my music through a platform called CD Baby, and
Oh yes, I've heard of that. Yes.
I had like a lot of sales. I was like over $900 in sales and streams.
Wow.
And to make $900 in streams is not easy, because to make $1 off a streaming is like 1,500 streams to make $1.
Streams $1. Yeah.
So it's like on Apple Music, I was over 500,000 streams.
Wow.
You understand? Only on Apple Music. That was the
We've we
platform
talking
was on the
about
bigger.
with this song Stacey or
I
other
was talking
songs.
about with I was talking about yeah, well that was a big song too. That's one of the biggest songs, but just in
Yes.
with all my songs, I had over 500,000 streams on just only on Apple. Far less
Wow.
the other platforms. I was on Napster, Yandex in Japan, you know, Pandora, name it. I was on 150 platforms. But I was doing a lot of promotion for my music and spending money and getting it here and there. And one
Yes.
day I just got an email and my distribution messaged me and tell me Apple Music complaining about abusive streams, and I was like, what? So they from that email they took down all my music, so I lost all the money, all the streams, everything, and that was in the pandemic.
Wow.
So yeah, so that had me extra down, like, you know what I mean? People, I never. That's the first time I'm actually saying that. I never really say that to
Yeah.
anyone.
Now say it again. Apple said to you. Repeat that again one more time.
Apple Music messaged the distributors
Yes.
and said complain about abusive streams. So their distribution messaged me and told me, like, Apple is one of the stores and they complain about abusive streams, so they have to take my music down or for all the stores. That's, you know what I mean? I was like, what? But all the other stores, if Apple complain about abusive streams, which it wasn't, why don't you all sort it out? What streams was abusive, if you all say it's abusive, or what was normal, and give me the rest of the money for the original stuff, because my
Yes.
music was bought on Apple Music,
Wow.
on iTunes. A lot of people bought my music on iTunes. A lot of my friends from the States, Mike, Rafik, I can remember Shana, my mom would buy my music. I would buy every single song I upload as well. So I did all that, and then they took down all my music, they took down all the money. They was like, you're not getting anything back, because I had money from Napster, Tidal, Pandora. I had money from the CD Baby store itself was selling music,
Yes.
right? So I had over like 190 worth of sales from there.
Yeah.
You know,
Now
I,
Benji, hold on. Make me understand this. They said to you about abusive music. Are they talking about
abusive streams.
lyrical? Yeah.
No,
Lyrical content.
abusive streams, like the way my numbers the way my numbers was climbing.
Oh, okay. I
The way
understand
my
now.
streams was climbing, like it
Right.
was like it
Right.
was abusive, like I was doing some kind of madness, which I have no education about.
Wow.
True.
Really?
Yeah, man, like it was crazy. I still very upset. As of yesterday, I spoke about it.
Yes. I didn't understand. Sorry. I didn't know about abusive
Yes,
stream. What
yeah.
what is
So
like?
they
Yes.
say abusive streams. Like up to now, I don't know what, because my people around, I reach out to my producer and my guys. One of my producers, one of my guys who normally help me with the information and my, setting up my music business. He was like, "What? How is that possible?" And it was too late, because from the time they said it, they just took down all my music from all the stores. So I lost all my streaming counts.
Yeah.
I
But did
lost all
you
my money.
but did you write to them and ask them why?
Yeah, I write to them. I write to them and ask them why. Show them pictures where, all right, Apple Music abusive streams, but I made money from the CD Baby store. I made money because you could see where the money coming from, when it coming from, how it coming from, how many streams you paid for, what
Yes.
part of the world it coming from. You could see everything.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So I reached out to them a million times. I had other people reach out to them, type proper. I was like, it was back and forth, and they was like, no, because you're small, you're not nothing compared to anything, so they don't have time to waste.
Wow.
And even try to understand what I'm saying.
But did you
So,
get a reply from them or they just ignore you?
yeah, they reply to me and tell me, well, the fans, they taking all the fans. I'm not gonna get nothing.
Wow.
That's the reply they gave me, and then I just had to forget about that, and that had me down.
Yes, of course.
Because through the COVID, I still had to use a lot of money to market and do the Facebook ads, and
Yes.
I
Yes.
was boosting Stacy on like $10 a day on Facebook and Instagram.
Wow.
For like a week, and then the second week I did it for $7, then I bring it down to 5, then I brought it down to 3.
Yes.
Lots of
Yes.
promotions. I was doing a lot of different stuff with
Wow.
in the COVID-19 with the little money I get.
Yes.
Because I'm not 100% Bahamian, so in COVID-19 they was more looking after Bahamians, 100% Bahamian.
Yes.
No matter how much I push, I was never a part of that. I couldn't get no handouts. I never got $1 from anyone up to now. You understand? So everything I did on my own. You understand? And then when I lost that music, that had me more depressed. You understand what I'm saying? Because I was
Wow.
fully booked. I was fully booked for the Bahamas Carnival. You know what I mean? I was
Yes.
booked. I was booked on the islands, and I was
Yes.
doing a lot of stuff. So that mashed me up. And then later on, as I said, I lost all my songs, all the money, because I was letting the money build up. I didn't even know they were gonna do that, you know.
Oh no!
And
man.
that's the most money I made online, you know. And compared to a lot of people, they ain't come close to that around me. You understand?
This is heartbreaking. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I never really said nothing about it. And then it was this year, February, because that's when they messed me up.
Yeah.
This year, it was February 26th when I used a different platform, and I had to re-upload all my songs again. I had to pay this platform and re-upload all my songs and start from zero. So all my songs had to start from zero.
Yes.
So Stacian had to start from zero. And now Stacian is like 5,000 streams on Spotify.
Wow. Let's hope the numbers can climb with Stacian.
Yeah, it's climbing, man. Every day it's climbing, you know. It's
fantastic.
Yeah, the music, I mean, from February to now, you know, and only Spotify. My music is on like 70 platforms, you know. It's not only Spotify, you know.
Yes.
So it's Spotify is just what's visible with the streaming counts. So I have, you know, it's going up, you know, from February to now, you know. It could be better, but it's great. I appreciate whatever it is, you know.
Yeah, I've got Benji. I've got Rosalie on the line. She said to you, congratulations to you.
I appreciate that 100%.
Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, but it's sad what Apple done to you. You know, it's heartbreaking.
Well, boys,
just remain focused.
I've been through a lot.
Yes, I could tell.
Yeah,
well, thanks for sharing it with us, Benji.
Yeah, because I was like, I never spoke about it online. I never did no videos, because the thing what happened as well is everyone who bought my songs and had my songs downloaded, when they took it off from the platform, it disappeared from their account.
Wow.
You know, so how would I reach out to somebody from Brazil or Chile or Germany that still my songs? I don't know them, you know.
Yeah.
And they bought the songs online. They just disappear from their library. You know, so I was like, where do I start? You know, so I just leave it alone.
This is heartbreaking. Well, let's hope you know the numbers could climb every day on Spotify, and
definitely
you can get a big paycheck.
Every day gets better, man. With the powers, every day it gets better. You know, every day from where I started off from February to now, every day it grows. Every day the followers grows on Spotify, the streams grows on Spotify. You know.
Yes, I'm praying you get a big paycheck at the end of the year on Spotify, Benji.
Yeah, definitely. I'm pushing it, you know, with the support of the people.
Yes.
You know, the people, whenever you're doing something good and you're doing positivity, it's a little harder than the negative stuff, you know?
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, I don't support no negative stuff.
Yeah.
Unless somebody try and cross me, you know what I mean? But apart from that, not in my music, you know?
Yeah. Congratulations to you, bro. You're doing. I must say, you're doing very well. I'm proud of you. I think even your dad must be proud of you as well, eh?
Yeah, my dad is very proud, you know. My dad is very proud. My mom is very proud because they know where I came from. You know?
Of course.
You know, my mom, especially my mom, you know, she's, you know, working hard and, you know, so she's trying her best, but she's very proud to see where I came from.
Yes.
You know, what I've been through already, you know.
Yes, as you know, the music industry, it's a journey.
It's a very hard journey. It's a sacrifice and it's a serious business.
Yes, I wish you well.
Yeah, man, definitely. I'm doing it to the full extreme, man, you know.
Now let's feature another track. You have a song called "Stay Focused." Okay, let's feature this track before you talk to me about it. Okay.
All right.
One second.
Hey, oh Jaja, my mama did tell me that you gotta stay focused. Hey, now I said them are your friend, them are bogus. Oh Jaja, you gotta stay humble. What's bad man get enough of them say them are your friend behind your back, them try cut your bread. Enough of them.
In case you're just joining us, this is Benji out of St. Lucia, Sulphur City, live on RFI Radio 102.1 FM. The song entitled "Stay Focused."
Enough of them say them are your friend, Oja. They say them are your friend, but you gotta stay focused. Enough of say them are your friend, them are bogus. Oh mama, you gotta stay humble. And watch bad mind get trampled. So we tell them, look how man hustling a life. Look how man struggling a life. Dry bread, butter and a rice. Still your best friend want take a life. Look how man struggling Enough of them say them are your friend, but I might let Jaja take the case.
That
So we
body.
tell them, no dirty heart can't stop this a show. Bad mind a fi burn up and you know. Almighty in charge and you know. You gotta stay focused. Let me tell them.
Wow. I'm loving this one, Benji. Stay focused. That's you right there.
Yeah, that's me right there, man.
After what happened to you with Apple, you remain focused?
Yeah, that's what this song was released because you know the music thing and me helping a lot of people and a lot of friends, especially in St. Lucia and well, so-called friends or whatever they want to say it is, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And then, in terms of support, you don't see no one sharing or supporting your stuff, but they always want to try and call you like, yo, what going on, how you doing and thing.
Yeah.
And honestly, like that does give me a rage sometimes because like I don't have time for games with people, so that's why I like drop a lot of people and
Yes.
being in the Bahamas, being around musicians and stuff. I actually did that song for them as well too because like I do the music thing and as opposed to helping, the jealousy became a strong part of the game.
Yeah, that's always the
So
case.
you would see stuff going on and I would be in the same band with them or the same crew with them or the same clique with them and they wouldn't be like, yo, Benji, this seminar or this thing is going on. You would come. I would only see it after. So one afternoon I went home after seeing some footage they posted the night before and I was like, I was with these guys. You know what I mean? The
Yes.
same day and they never told me anything and that like really hurt me and it broke my heart and I was really mad. So I just took my laptop and I went outside in the yard and I ended up producing that beat. The beat came to my mind one time. I did the
Wow.
beat right away outside. And whilst I was doing the beat and thing, I was still mad and thing and the voice just came in my head like, you gotta stay focused. Like it just came in my head because I
Yeah.
was so pissed off and I was like, yo, I really go do these people something,
You are-
seriously,
you are
honest.
you are an amazing individual, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? Instead of me doing this people something where I know I can do it, because people just be playing around, right? I know
Yeah.
I can do it. But I say, you know what, let me just do it to the music. Let me beat them with music instead.
Yes, of
And I
course.
just end up stay focused, end up coming and that's why I say not for say them are your friend, them are bogus.
Yes,
But
true,
you got to
yes.
stay humble and watch bad man get trampled. You understand?
Hey
So
Benji,
all this
let me feature this track one more time, bro.
Yeah, man.
Let me feature this track one more time.
Hey. Oh,
The voice of the one, Benji, song entitled Stay Focused.
You gotta
I'm loving this one.
focus.
That
Now for say them are your
body.
friend, them are bogus. Oh, Jaja, you gotta stay humble and watch bad mind get trampled. Enough of them say them are your friend behind your back, them try cut your bread.
102.1
Enough of them
FM,
say them are
things
your friend,
turn up,
but I
turn
don't
up,
want
turn
job
up.
yet. Enough of them say them are your friend, but them pray for see we fall. Enough of them say them are your friend, oh ja. They say them are your friend, but you gotta stay focused. Enough of say them are your friend, them are bogus. Oh mama, you gotta stay humble and watch bad mind get trampled. So we tell them, look how man hustling a life, look how man struggling a life. Dry bread, butter and a rice. Still your best friend want take a life. Look how man struggling a life, how man hustling a life. Dry bread, butter and a rice. Enough of them say them are your friend, but I don't trust every smiley face. Enough of them say them are your friend, but I might let Jaja take the case. And so we tell them, no dirty heart can't stop this a show. Bad mind a fi burn up and you know. Hey, Almighty in charge and you know. Hey, you gotta stay focused.
Wow, man. Powerful words, Benji. Stay
Yeah, so
focused.
that's how it came out. So it's like the Lord was telling me stay focused, but still giving the message to everybody else.
Yes.
Because like every time I listen to that song, it's always hitting me when it's a time where I gotta stay focused, and I was like, damn, man, you know what I mean?
Yes, I'm loving it as well. I love this track as well. Eh?
Yeah, that's how this one came out for me. I started to see all these songs was just on the spot. I didn't even write none of this stuff.
You're an amazing young man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, bro. Trying to
Your
be
dad,
positive.
I think your dad must be listening right now. He must be proud of you. Jabbert.
Yeah, man.
Big up yourself.
Android love. Yeah, man. Best of
Wow.
that. You know.
So in other
Yeah.
words, you sing it for the friend enemies and them.
Yeah, the friend enemies and the
Right.
bad mind people around you, you know. So I sing for them, I know them. So I letting
Yes,
them know you
yes.
better stay focused because they know I not the one to interfere with the same no joke.
Yeah.
But honestly, but I letting them know you gotta stay focused, you gotta stay humble. I rather stay humble and let
Yes,
bad mind get
yes.
humble, you know?
Right.
So that's and you know I say that's why I say no dirty hat can't stop this a show. Bad mind have to be born up and you know, almighty in
Yes.
charge and you know. But you gotta stay focused to accomplish that, you understand?
Man, you have so much talent, Benji.
Yeah, you know, you see, if I was doing the negative stuff, you know, I'd have been out there longer. You know, but I'm not supporting that. I just
Yes.
take the road less traveled, and I maintain that.
Right.
You know, and I will reach to the end. You
Yeah.
understand?
Now, Benji, now there's another track you produce. I think a lady by the name of Patrice Morel sang this in the Bahamas.
Yeah,
It's called Rest of My Life.
Yeah, rest of my life.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
Patrice Morel, she's a one of the top female artists in the Bahamas.
Right.
You know, she's a huge artist. She actually came to me. It was Carnival time, Bahamas Carnival 2019. You know, because I'm the brand ambassador for Bahamas Masqueraders. That's the biggest carnival band in the Bahamas.
okay, right.
So I'm the artist from there. I'm the one on every show. I'm the one who actually booked the artists locally to perform. So they would have to come through me. You know?
Right, right.
I mean, so she came to me in the parking lot. She was trying to get on the launch for Bahamas Masqueraders costume launch 2019.
Yes.
So she came to me. I went in the car. And while she was in the car with me, she was telling me she just came from doing an interview, releasing some other songs, what I helped produce with another producer, and I have tracks on there as well. It was Carnival time, right?
Yeah.
Getting ready for Carnival time, and so she was like the guy on the radio told her that she has a great voice. She need to try doing reggae, you know. And I was like, 'cause the guy is my friend, I know the guy, so I was like, So I had the rhythm, and I was thinking, you think I should play this for her to hear? You know, because you know I don't really trust everybody like that. Everybody always with you until they get it, and then they don't know you, they forget about you.
Yeah.
So I was like, you think I should play this for her? And boom, I played it, and when I played it, she fell in love right away.
Wow.
So she was right there saying, Benji, wow, you did this, and boom, 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 I love this, and then she started humming. She was just humming. So when she hum, I asked her I tell her, I stop her once and I tell her, what you just hum a while ago, hum it back. She was like, Benji, I can't remember that, I was just humming. I said, what you hummed there a while ago, just hum it again.
Yeah.
And she was like, she hummed it, the chorus part. And then I put the words together. I was like, I want to be with you the rest of my life. Right in the car at the same time.
Wow.
In the Masqueraders parking lot.
Boom
Right?
blast.
So I gave her the chorus, and she was like, oh my God. And she was like so hot and so like her energy was so high and so positive. Like
Yeah.
she went home the night and she was just working on it, and she messaged me and called me, and I was working on the song like that. Then I went by her house, sat in the car again, and then we continued the song like that.
Yeah, Benji, let me feature this track.
All right.
Okay.
Patrice Morel. I wanna be with you the rest of my life. Wanna be with you the rest of my life. Wanna hold you close day and night. Wanna be with you the rest of my life. Many oceans to cross to feel your arms around me. And when you tell me you love me, baby boy, drown me. You don't wanna hold it down. Tears in my heart when you're not around. King for this queen, only you wear the crown. 'Cause boy, I wanna hold you, hold you, hold you. I wanna be with you the rest of my life. Wanna be with you the rest of my life. Wanna hold you close day and night. Wanna be with you the rest of my life. I wanna be with you. 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 Love is hard to find, well, baby.
Wow, a beautiful track, Benji. Rest of my life.
Thanks, man.
So you wrote and you produced this track as well, eh?
Yeah, I wrote most of that
Wow,
song.
fantastic. Wow,
And thanks.
you have so much talent. It's amazing.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Trying to get it better, you know?
And this song is also on Spotify as well, and CD Baby also.
Yeah. What happened? They took down all the songs, so I reached out to the artists and let them know that because I was supposed to pay them as well from the shares of the song according to what percentage I gave them.
Yes.
I lost everything, you know. So I showed them that, but I re-uploaded these songs, and all of them going live on the 16th.
Right.
That's Friday coming.
Friday coming. So all the tracks will be back on Spotify and CD Baby.
Yeah,
A
well,
whole lot.
that one. Rest of my life, and a next track, a next Bahamian on this rhythm as well, named Sammy Star. So these two tracks going live again on the 16th. But I
Right.
have stayed focused on all these songs.
Yeah. So what's the name of this rhythm, Benji?
The High Point Rhythm.
High Point Rhythm. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. And also there's another track I'm gonna play for you. Something called Problems Over. Let's feature this track as well, Benji.
All right.
Yo, carnival time again.
This is Benji out of Sulphur City.
Bang.
Problem Over.
758-242. Bang. Oh,
1021.
carnival day. We problems over. Oh yeah. Carnival day. We problems over. When we coming down like a raging storm. Nothing. 'Cause
Hey,
we down. You better clear the way.
party time.
'Cause we coming down there.
RFI Radio 102.1.
Everybody, the truck man coming, the speakers start banging, masqueraders them running, Lord, 'cause we ready for it, we in a rage, to take on the stage, start to misbehave, say, oh yeah, carnival day,
Yeah, man, we're jamming right now. Downtown the Bahamas,
oh yeah,
Sulphur City, London, UK,
problem,
Toronto, New York. This is Benji. Problems Over.
jam na bumper day, push back that bumper day,
Yeah.
we problems over, mama,
Yeah, this is a big one as well, Benji.
Yeah, man.
That's like a power soca man tune right there.
Yeah, Power Soca.
Wow. When did you release this? Recently?
I released that like last Friday.
Last Friday.
Yeah.
Wow. Solution got talent, and I say great is the art form.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Tell me, Benji, do you have a favorite artist?
A favorite artist.
Yes.
Oh man, that's always a question that beats me in every interview.
Really?
Yeah, it's a question that always beats me. A favorite artist.
Yes. This one is very hard for you, look like.
I mean, I just gotta run with Bob Marley, I guess.
Bob Marley. Okay, cool.
I love, I grew up on it, as I say, my dad.
Your dad, yes. Yeah.
I mean, I really, yes, I really, well, Bob Marley is the greatest thing. I guess I'll just run with Bob Marley,
Bob Marley, cool.
Yeah.
Nice one. So tell us, where do you see yourself in 5 years, Benji?
In 5 years' time?
Yeah, where do you see yourself?
In 5 years' time, I see myself with my own record label, which I started already, but just bigger, more international. Helping a lot of artists, young artists from St. Lucia, get the music business right, get themselves registered, not just the hype and the show off and the Harley Cassie that goes on in the island, and then when your song stop playing, you're back to zero.
Yeah.
I want to help artists establish the music business so we could have legit artists, not just
and to write proper lyrics as well, on top of that.
Yeah, proper lyrics. Have my own record label and just represent St. Lucia and the Bahamas to the fullest.
Fantastic. Yes.
I just see myself just grow, just keep growing as big as I can get as long as I have life.
Yes. And tell me,
Yeah.
Benji, do you see yourself competing on any big stage soon?
Well, definitely. I was supposed to compete in Bahamas Carnival. Problems Over was actually submitted for Bahamas Carnival 2020,
Okay.
and it made it to the finals.
All right.
So that's the first time I actually made it to the Bahamas finals.
Yes.
You know, with Problems Over, and that's extremely hard because me being 7'5" with 242.
Wow.
They only push this stuff hard. So I made it. I made it into Bahamas Carnival with that, but because of COVID,
Yes.
I didn't release it.
Yeah.
So I kept it like for all this time.
Yeah.
So I kept it like over a year.
Wow. Hopefully one day RFI team could come and support you in the Bahamas.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's a must. That's why I'm trying to work and establish myself so I could be able to do these things.
Yes, yes.
If I establish, I have the money, I have the support. That's nothing because people come from all over the world to do shows.
Yes.
But the thing is, the people that want to come and do shows is the people that don't support me like that.
Yes,
You
true.
I never get a video from St. Lucia saying, "Yo, your music playing."
Wow.
Nobody never. No,
Really?
never. Yeah, man, never. You know what I mean? I could never get a video from St. Lucia, one of my DJ friends, saying, "Yo, we playing this song or promoting BENJE or this and that or this and that." But whenever they see me in person, it's like, "Hey, BENJE, what's up, joke thing." And you know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't be on again. That's what.
I must tell you, I'm not sure whether you're aware of this, but your song has always been played on RFI Radio.
No, RFI is different. You're different. Me and you see when I see my DJ friends where people I grew up with, people that we start this thing together.
Yeah.
They the ones that know what's going on. They don't do anything.
Right.
Gotta stay focused.
In other words, you don't get the support from your own people.
No, I don't get the
Some
support at
yes.
all, man. Glad to see
Wow.
you ever see any and from St. Lucia, any DJ from Sufra Castries or anywhere share my stuff, promote my stuff, unless I call Sufra FM to do an interview.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That's just where it starts and that's where it stops. You understand? So I still doing it for those who want to hear. You know what I mean? I still ain't gonna just catch them. Yeah, I ain't gonna do it. I still do it. Because I ain't gonna let a few bad apples derail me from supporting my people. You understand?
Yes. Well, as you said in your song, you have to stay focused on
you gotta stay humble. It's a sacrifice. You gotta go through these things if you really want to do it.
Yeah, but it's amazing. You have so much, good music, and they rather play the derogatory stuff.
Yeah, well, that's them.
It's amazing how that works.
Yeah, I'm happy for them. That's what they do. So if you're not doing that, you're not saying. If I'm not doing the deal, Mate like quasi sound.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
You're not a Lucian artist. You're not representing the culture.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this from now. As a DJ and a radio presenter, I'm not one to be promoting this type of derogatory lyrics.
Yeah, man. I never do this kind of stuff.
Yes.
I think about the world. I trying to represent my country, world stage.
Definitely.
Not on my country stage in a place where that's what the people like. I trying to get the music in Spain. I trying to get the music in Amsterdam. I trying to get the music in Nigeria. I trying to represent in Ukraine.
But you're doing well so far because you way ahead of them.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. So not because they don't hear the music
in St. Lucia
playing all around like that in St. Lucia doesn't mean that they can think what they want to think, because I work in my music business and my music and my foundation.
Well done.
And my catalog. You understand? I do music that can live on. Whenever somebody 2-3 years from now, they will be like, "Wow, that's a nice song.
Definitely.
I never heard this song before. It's great. I want it. Where can I find it?" That's all that happens. Somebody find out about me and my music, they just go right there and find it. They follow me on Spotify, they buy it, they do all these things, you know what I mean?
Because BENJE, as you and I know, when these guys sing these derogatory lyrics, the music don't even last, let's say, 3 weeks. If that,
yeah, it don't last, because that's why there's so many of them.
They have no substance.
Some of them have some good songs, but that's why they gotta keep going, because after a while, then the next song comes out, then they forget about you. Then this the next big song. You understand? So that's what happens,
Bro, my advice to you is to remain focused. Stay focused.
Yeah, man, definitely, bro. That's
and
nice right.
Wow, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, man.
I
don't follow fashion. I never used to follow fashion. I wouldn't start just because that's what's popping off. I'll just stick to my thing and find the people that understand and appreciate
Well,
good stuff, you know.
as I said to you a while ago, your music will always play on RFI Radio, regardless.
Yeah,
We'll always
definitely,
push.
man,
We'll always push your music.
RFI is my station, man.
Yes.
Big up to Valley and the whole crew and the whole team, man.
Yeah, man.
Every time, you know.
Benji, would you want to shout out before you go?
I want to shout out the whole of the Sufre crew, man. Shout out my father, shout out my mom, shout out RFI.
Big up Jabberd.
Shout out Barron's Drive. Shout out all my friends, you know,
Yes.
in Barron's Drive. Shout out my people in the Gulf, Smoke Hill. You know,
Yes,
big up
yes.
the Fort BENJE crew, big up the crew on the beach, big up the Fistas crew, big up the Palmist crew, New Development crew, big up Crackers, big up, you know,
Yes.
just big up everyone, man.
Everybody.
You know, big up Bradley, big up Shanai, you know.
Yes. And on social media, where can we find you, Benji?
On Facebook and Instagram, my name is Benjamin.Alexander. BENJAMIN.ALLEXANDER. Benjamin.Alexander for Facebook and Instagram. My artist name on all digital platforms and my Facebook is BENJE, Benji the artist.
Right.
So yeah, you can get my music on all digital platforms at Benji, BENJE.
So people, here we have it. At Benji, all musical platform. Let's help this young man catapult to stand up. We are behind you, we are behind you, Benji.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that
Yes.
100%. Bro.
As long as you're producing good music, RFI Radio will always play your music.
Definitely, man. I got a production coming right now. I did a collaboration with a guy from Panama. A rhythm I produced. I dropping out on this Friday as well.
Wow.
And I got an artist from Amsterdam on there. I wrote a song for a Bahamian artist on there as well. One of his biggest tracks ever. I got a next major project coming after that. I just trying to get some funds together because like it's really expensive. As I said, I do everything on my own. I got a reggae project with some big Jamaican artists. Reggae.
Right.
I got Luton Fire.
Okay.
I got Norris, man. I got the tracks already. I just have to
Fantastic
get
stuff.
the funds
Yes.
together to get it mixed and mastered properly the way I want it. And yeah.
Yes.
So that is one of my biggest projects. That is my biggest project, but
Right.
it's just not out yet. So
Wicked.
if God's spared, that would be humongous.
Benji, don't be a stranger, bro.
No, man. Thanks, man.
Yes. Any new production, any new releases, just give us a call. RFI Radio. We'll blast it whatever time, whatever day it is.
Definitely, I appreciate that, and I will
Man,
do so much.
yes, it was a pleasure having you on RFI Radio. I'm Benji.
Yeah, thanks very much, man. I
Man.
appreciate that.
Yes, I'll keep up the good works as
Big
well.
up. Yeah, man. Big up to everyone listening worldwide. Big up Lisa. Big up Rosie. Big up everyone.
Just
you
want to
know.
big up Simone as well, just joining the party.
Big up Simone. You know, big up everyone, man.
Yeah. Yo, you look after yourself. And
You
I
too,
said,
man.
I
Do the
said,
same.
don't be a stranger, bro. Anytime, okay?
All
All right,
bro,
take it
I
easy.
appreciate that.
One love.
All right.
Big
All
up. All right.
Can't stop this a show. Bad mind a fi burn up and you know. Hey, Almighty in charge and you know. Hey, you gotta stay focused. Let me tell them. Never said them are your friend, them are bogus. You gotta stay high
Just want to big up Bill Wilson as well, locked on. How you doing, bro?
and watch bad mind get trampled. Trample them, trample them, trample them. So we tell them.
The voice of the one, Benji.
Hustling a life. Hustle.
Out of St. Lucia 758 representing.
Dry bread, butter and a rice.
He was live right on 1021 RFI Radio.
Look how man struggling a life.
20 minutes to the hour
Man hustling a life.
of 10
Dry bread, butter and a rice. Hey, 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 hey.
on this lovely Saturday,
Oh, Jaja,
10th of July 2021.
thank you, Lord.
We gotta stay focused.
Right now, me, I go cut them
Burn down the friend enemy.
off. Cut them off.
Cut them off.
Bad mind, bad up. Hey, you gotta stay focused. Hey, and let me tell them. Never said them are your friend, them are bogus. Oh, Jaja,
Big up yourself, Lisa.
you gotta stay high.
She said, great interview. And how is Simone doing this afternoon? Try to say this evening. Welcome to RFI Radio, Simone.
Look how man hustling a life.
Out of Ticolon in St. Lucia.
Dry bread,
Good evening to you.
still your best friend want take a life. Look how man struggling a life. How man hustling a life. Dry bread, butter and a rice.
I've got to end this interview with this big track. Stacey Ann from BENJE. There we go. 1021. The conscious station, the pulse of the nation. RFI Radio, 102.1 FM.
Stacey Ann, Nana, you're my favorite one, Nana. I go do anything for you, you don't understand, Nana. Take my hand, Nana. Let's romance, Nana. I go show you off to the world, my beautiful mama.
One of my favorite Afrobeat songs of all times.
My baby,
Stacey Ann.
want you to be my nana. I make it tie around my head like banana. My baby, oh, my baby, oh, want you to be my nana. I make it tie around my head like banana. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, oh, oh, ah. You chase away my sadness with your smiley, oh, oh, ah. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, oh, oh, ah. Hey, you chase away my darkness with your smiley, oh. Hey, my baby, nana. Let's take this, nana. Hey, 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 hey. I go cherish you to the end of my existence, nana. You public open, nana. You're the number one, nana. More precious than diamond and pearls. So I had to make you my girl. My baby, oh, want you to be my nana. I make it tie around my head like banana. My baby, oh, my baby, oh, want you to be my nana. I make it tie around my head like.
Once again, voice of the one, BENJE and St. Lucia. Song entitled Stacey Ann. Hey.
You chase away my sadness with your smiley, oh. Come on, come on, come on.
Big up UB, big up Rosalind as well, locked on.
You chase away my darkness with your smiley, oh. Hey, my baby, oh.
102.1 FM, things turn up.
Want you to be my nana. I make it tie around my head like, I make it tie around my head like,